try and always understand what are the different segments of customers. So you segment your customers into various categories that you can assess how you would engage with those set of customers. And customer experience is all about understanding what is the customer looking for at which part of their journey with whichever vendor they're working with, whether it's Juniper or VMware, and ensuring that they are getting their needs met at every step of that journey. My name is Surbhi Kaul. I'm the Vice President of Global Customer Experience at Juniper, and I'm here at YoIndiaTV.
Look at the very beautiful Vice President of Juniper Networks, Surbhi Kaul, right here with us at IIT Bay Area Conference, and she was just interviewing Sumit Dhawan, the President of VMware. It was such a great experience to watch two great leaders from two great companies of Silicon Valley talk about the customer relationship and how to retain the customers and everything. Great discussion, great talk, Surbhi. Welcome to YoIndiaTV, and tell me, how's the feel overall?
Thank you so much for having me here. It's been very exciting. I love the energy. We are doing the conference after a couple of years of hiatus because of COVID. So very nice to be here and see the engagement from our community, IIT community, and to be here talking to you as well.
So you represent the global customer relationship from Juniper end, and I know no relationship is ever easy, especially at the global level with such a diverse customer, who are expecting different things at different points, whose needs, whose way of behavior is all so variable. So what's your key strategy to deal with all of this?
That's a great question, because you're absolutely right that if I look at the global spread of our customers, it is very different needs. Not just the needs, the type of solutions they're implementing, the types of cultures we have to deal with in our customer base. It's all varied. And so one of the things we do is try and always understand what are the different segments of customers. So you segment your customers into various categories that you can assess how you would engage with those set of customers. And customer experience is all about understanding what is the customer looking for at which part of their journey with whichever vendor they're working with, whether it's Juniper or VMware, and ensuring that they are getting their needs met at every step of that journey. So it's all about the customer. It's all about being customer-centric, understanding, empathizing with the customers, and being able to serve them in the way that they need.
So CMC Networks is a global service provider. We've been in the industry for 30 years. Our strategic focus is predominantly on Africa and the Middle East, where we service in Africa alone 51 countries and 13 countries in the Middle East. And we really help our customers extend their Ethernet, their MPLS, their internet capabilities seamlessly across the MEA region. And understanding the needs of SD-WAN African market is critical. How that the distance can impact the performance and reliability of the connectivity. And that's really where Juniper 128T comes in and helps resolve this very, very complex situation.
When people think of Tesla, they should think of the best cars on the road. Not the best electric cars on the road, but the best cars on the road.
Enables you to operate more efficiently, quickly, reduce costs, deliver a high level of customer service, then you have a win in just about every front.
Without it, I don't think we'd get anything done.
We want to be on the cutting edge. We want to have the latest and greatest technology.
Having a single code base to work from and to support is something that did attract us to Juniper.
So being a leader, how was it talking to Sumit, because he's from a different company, the corporate culture has a tremendous effect on how people take their company forward as a leader. So the way you handle stuff might be altogether different than how Sumit does at VMware. So how were your questions more focused on his company and his company culture?
Yeah, that's again a very, very interesting question, because you're right. Different companies have different cultures too, and he has risen from that customer experience rank within VMware, so he understands exact challenges that he's facing or his customers are facing, and how VMware has pivoted their solutions and products to meet those needs. And so for me, it was very enlightening, because I was kind of getting a lesson from him. It was a one-on-one coaching session from him, where I was getting to ask him questions that are pertinent to my situation, how I'm thinking of customer experience, and see what I could learn from him. So I really enjoyed the conversation, got to learn a lot from him and engage with the audience at the same time. You have been the Chief Customer Experience Officer at VMware, and that's the role, like leading CX at Juniper is what I'm doing. I want to understand, do you see this shift as something very new in the industry, especially in B2B space? So B2C is always very customer-centric, making very easy to use products, but we are seeing a lot of that customer-centric behavior come up in B2B companies as well. As we build solutions and products for customers in enterprise market, what is that shift? Why is it happening now? What do you suggest people, companies that are newer and that have not made that shift, how do you suggest that they start moving in that direction? And in fact, I would love to take a poll at this point of people here of how many people are in traditional companies that are not necessarily thinking about CX versus people who are in startups and entrepreneurs themselves who understand CX versus not. So how many are in traditional non-CX focused areas or companies, legacy companies? So a few of us, and then a lot of startups. How many of you are not thinking about CX yet? You're like, let me get my product, my MVP out, and then CX will be something I think about in the future. So to both sets of groups of people here, what kind of guidance and advice and CX?
So if you're an entrepreneur, if you're building businesses, I would recommend thinking about customer experience starting day one, because it's the foundation of your unit economics. And by doing so, what you're doing is you're really thinking about what is your investment level. So once you've acquired the customer, not just thinking about the product experience so that they can get a great day one experience, but the holistic experience that you're going to invest in through both technology and people, and at what cost, and how that's going to erode your cost of retention and total retention rate. At the end of the day, it's a business problem. View it through that, and it's much easier all of a sudden for you to think of it. It's pretty basic unit economics.
Yeah.
So that's sort of my experience with it, and that's a fundamental change that many of companies that are used to shipping widgets or software as a widget that have to go through.
So from Juniper's perspective, who do you consider your key competitors and how are you dealing with that? What's your approach?
Yeah, good question. So our big known competitors are Cisco and Arista. We are in the networking space, building routers and switches and access points. And any player in the networking industry is our competitor. And the way we look at it is how can we differentiate ourselves? So as hardware is commoditized, we are thinking of how to build intelligence in the software, how to go from being a reactive environment to being more proactive, being more preemptive. You talk about self-driving cars. We look at the industry of networking and think of self-driving networks. So that's the future that we are envisioning, and we are hoping to differentiate ourselves from the competition based on those kind of creative, innovative thinking.
Juniper is not a startup anymore, but it certainly feels like that again right now.
What we're doing is we're revolutionizing routing one more time.
Once again, Juniper is setting the pace of innovation for the networks that power the world.
This is market leading. This is fundamental changes to what's happening in the industry. This is what enables and empowers our people to want to come into work every day and build these great systems.
And the world has taken notice. But more important to Juniper, our partners and customers have noticed.
We've had a partnership for 10 years around routing and switching and data centers and working with telcos together. But we've extended that partnership into the analytics space.
We really were able to launch a fully automated service where you can activate in 5 minutes in 60 days. I have never seen that ever possible before.
If I say Cisco, what's the first words that pop in your head?
Switches.
And if I say Juniper, what's the first words that pop in your head?
Better switches. Innovative. Really good technology.
High-end gear.
I don't know, big data movers.
I think backbone. I think lots of big data moving around. core. We largely use Juniper on our core and edge.
If I say Cisco, what is the first thing that pops in your head?
Juniper?
I got to ask you because you're a woman, you might be facing additional challenges in coming up as a leader, and especially from India because there is a lot of resistance when girls move forward. A lot of girls are not even sent too far away from their homes to study, So there are different challenges with different women. Kashmiri people, especially because I know you belong to a Kashmiri background, they have a different story, and we all have been lately seeing the abrogation of Article 370 and all. So what was the impact of this latest article, and in your past life as you grew, like what were the challenges you have faced as a Kashmiri woman to come to this position?
I will just address that in a more generic way about growing up in tech as a woman leader. It definitely has its set of challenges, and which is why it's very important to create a culture and environment where I feel that companies should be investing in I&D, inclusion and diversity initiatives. And I'm very happy and proud that Juniper is one such company where I&D is so important. I lead some of the I&D efforts for the part of the business that I run, and there across the company we are doing I&D initiatives because women need to be brought in a place where they feel welcome in organization, where they feel empowered to become leaders, where they have a voice, where they can be heard, where they can be cherished. So I think the climate has changed. In the time when I started my journey to where we are now, I think we have made leaps and bounds. But if you ask me, is there more work to be done? Absolutely. There's so much more that we need to do, but it's good to see that women leaders are coming up and they are willing to give a helping hand to other women to create that space. A lot of women leaders before me made that room for me, and I'm aiming to do the same for other, the next generation of women or diverse candidates and make them feel welcome and respected in our work environment.
It is a commitment. It is not a mission. It is what we are committed to do every day as we attract, retain, and engage with colleagues.
Juniper remains deeply committed to creating a highly diverse and inclusive workplace. I believe authenticity and inclusion are unique factors that make us the company that we are today and will help us build an even better company for the future.
So being in Silicon Valley, what do you think is the most hot technology and why?
Most hot technology? That's a tough question. There's a lot of good technology. I mean, if you look around and look at all the disruption that's being created, whether it's in fintech, it's in healthcare, it's in retail, it's phenomenal. I think a lot of creativity and thinking is also coming out of this COVID era where we were challenged, we were restricted, and so I see a lot of innovation that has happened, and a lot of companies that, if you take companies like Zoom or any collaboration solutions that just had to go and saw the kind of growth that they had anticipated over the next decade happen in a couple of years. Whether you take food delivery, you take retail space, everything, it has shifted. And so I think it's the space is open for innovation and creativity, and I'm super excited to see this unfold in front of me.
Awesome. Last but not the least, what's your message to all the YoIndiaTV viewers, especially the youngsters?
So first and foremost would be keep watching, keep listening to your show, a good plug for you. And I think for younger generation, I would say stay curious. One of the things that I learned in my journey as a leader is to ask good questions. A lot of times we start solutioning and figuring out the answers, but I think curiosity and asking good questions is one of the key skill sets that I would encourage. And I know our education system does not align with that, where kids don't want to ask questions, they hesitate. No question is bad. Every question where you're aiming to learn something and get some information is beautiful, should be encouraged. So that's what I would say to the younger generation. Stay curious, ask a lot of questions. Don't, assume things that are around you. Just question everything. Look at it with a new lens. And that's what I would like to say.
Thank you so much, Surbhi. This was such an insightful discussion, and all the very best.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on your show. Thanks.